Hello everyone, welcome to Come Sit at My Table and welcome to our countdown to Christmas. Today we are going to do a main dish. We're doing ham steaks with pineapple and raisin sauce. Now you might be wondering, why in the middle of a Christmas series are you doing ham with pineapple and raisin sauce? Well, there's a couple of reasons. First, this is a very quick dish to get on the table. And you know, this time of year, we're all really busy. People have Christmas activities to go to, they have presents to buy, shopping to do, and sometimes you just need a fast meal to get on the table. When our kids were growing up, Melissa and I used this recipe a lot because it was something we could have ready in 10 minutes, 15 minutes at the longest. And we could feed our kids some meat and some vegetables. By the time we had this ready, we could steam some broccoli or fix mashed potatoes. So this is something really quick for this time of year. Second, this is a good alternative if you don't want to fix or don't need to fix a full ham on Christmas Day. If you just want some ham for Christmas and you don't need the full big honey ham or brown sugar ham, this is a really good alternative to that. So let's start by talking about what we're going to use today to make our ham steak with pineapple and raisin sauce. Of course, we have to have ham. We love ham steaks. These are fully cooked. All you have to do is really heat them through. Now I'm using 2 today, but if you don't need 2, then all you have to do is fix 1. If you need more than 2, of course you could add more, but we're doing 2. And I'll tell you that Melissa and I are going to eat 1 of these today for our big meal. The other one we will save, and we'll probably have it tomorrow for either lunch or maybe for breakfast in the morning. So if you're cooking and only need 1, you might want to consider going ahead and doing 2 and having it for leftovers, because I believe in cooking once and eating twice. That's my motto. All right, so we're using ham steaks. These only have to be warmed up. They are fully cooked. We're also going to use an 18-ounce jar of pineapple preserves. This is my favorite preserves to use for this dish, but if you want to use apricot preserves, you can do that. I just much prefer the pineapple preserves because this is pineapple and raisin sauce. Then we're going to use, I'm using a large can of Pineapple Tidbits. If you want to use the small can, you can do that. We've done it with the small can. It will make your sauce a little thicker, which is okay, but we are using the Pineapple Tidbits in pineapple juice, and it's a 20-ounce can.
We like a lot of pineapple.
We love pineapple. Then we're using 1/2 cup of raisins. Now, if you've been around here for a while, you know I love golden raisins, so that's what I'm using. My mom never used golden raisins in this dish. She always used the dark raisins. But I like golden raisins, so I've switched that out. You can use either, and they'll both be fine. The next ingredient we're going to use is 1/2 teaspoon of dry ground mustard. I have also used a tablespoon of Dijon mustard in place of this. In fact, if I have Dijon mustard when I'm making this, I usually do use that. But I'm out of Dijon mustard, and this dry ground mustard is just fine, and we only need 1/2 teaspoon. We're going to mix that with 2 tablespoons of light brown sugar, which I've already put here in a little bowl, and 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. The cornstarch is just to help thicken the sauce a little bit. And then at the very end, we're going to add in 1 tablespoon of butter. Okay, so we're going to start by mixing all of our sauce ingredients in our skillet and getting ready to, no, I tell you what, let's mix up our dry ingredients first. I'm just going to get my dry mustard and put that in with my brown sugar and my tablespoon of cornstarch. And I'm going to do that first because I want to have that ready to stir in. I'm not going to pack that in. I'm just getting a loose tablespoon. And I'm going to mix those together before we add them to our liquid. I just want to make sure that's all mixed up. I want that, especially that cornstarch, mixed in with that brown sugar. If you have any lumps in your brown sugar, just use the back of your spoon to break those up and mix all that together. Okay, that's pretty good right there. It's not too bad. Okay, now we can start putting everything together in our skillet. So we're going to start with our pineapple preserves and our pineapple. And I am going to go ahead and turn my fire on so that these can start heating up. A little speck right there. And I am using the whole jar. If you know Melissa, especially, well, me too, but especially Melissa, she likes a lot of sauce on anything that we eat that has sauce on it.
Anything. Pizza, anything. Spaghetti.
Anything.
I like it wet.
She does. She likes a lot of sauce or a lot of juice on anything that we make. So I'm using this whole jar of pineapple preserves, okay? Now I'm going to open our pineapple tidbits, and I'm going to add it, juice and all. Now this is just in the pineapple juice. This is not heavy syrup. Just pineapple in pineapple juice.
And you did not drain the juice, obviously.
I did not, no. We're using the juice because we want plenty of sauce, and that juice will help us have some sauce, extra sauce. Now, as we heat this, those pineapple preserves will start to dissolve and break up a little bit, not be so thick. All right, we're going to add in our raisins. And you know, if your family doesn't like raisins, then don't use them.
That's an easy fix.
It's an easy fix, and it doesn't hurt a thing. I can't imagine kids that don't like raisins. Our kids always loved raisins, and I'm going to stir that in because I want that cornstarch to dissolve. But if you don't like raisins, or your kids don't like raisins, or you know, somebody that you're having over for dinner doesn't like raisins, leave them out. There are no YouTube cooking police to come to your house and get on to you for changing a recipe to suit your needs. It's okay to make it your own. Fix it the way you like it. Okay, now we need to let this start cooking. We don't need to boil it for a long time, but we do want it hot before we put our ham in. And we're just going to nestle our ham down in this sauce. The ham only needs to heat for about 4 to 6 minutes, maybe 2 to 3 minutes per side. So you can just put it right down in here, let it heat up, and flip it over after 2 to 3 minutes, heat on the other side, and it's ready. Now, both of my ham steaks will not fit in here at one time, I don't think. So I'm going to have to do one and then take it out when it's heated through and put the other one in. And then once we get them on our platter, we'll pour the sauce over them. We probably won't put all this sauce on it. We will put some of it in a bowl for us to use on the side. So we will let this continue to heat. While I have you here, let me ask you to please go right below this video and click the like button. Click that share button and put this on your own page so that your friends and family can see it. And if you haven't before, we sure would appreciate you clicking that subscribe button, the little notification bell that's beside of it, and the word all. All of that is right below this video. Also, right below this video, there is a description box. It has the title of this recipe in it. If you'll click anywhere in that box will expand. Melissa always puts the written recipe right there for you, so it's written out. Also, our contact information is there, and there will be a link there to our Amazon store where you can order our cookbook if you'd like to do that. All right, we're going to let this cook, and we'll come back and add our ham steaks. Okay, I'm adding in my pat of butter, my tablespoon of butter, and I'm just going to stir that in. That just gives it a little flavor and a little richness. So that will melt very quickly.
Man. Look how this is thickened up too.
Oh yeah, it looks so good. Our kids always loved this ham steak recipe.
We loved how easy it was.
Yes, I could have it on the table in no time. Actually, while I was fixing the ham steak, Melissa could have a couple of vegetables on the stove heated up, a couple of cans of green beans and some corn or whatever. Okay, I'm going to put our ham steak in. So we'll just open it. Remember, it's already fully cooked. We don't have to cook it, we're just warming it. So I'm just going right down in there with it. Nestle it right down in there. Put that on top. And we're gonna let that cook through for just a couple of minutes. And then we'll flip it over. Look here. There's something in here from the pineapple, I believe. Looks like is that a leaf? You see that?
I do see it.
I don't know what that is. I've got to get it out of there.
Either from the raisins or the pineapple, I'm guessing.
Oh, I think it's from the pineapple. Okay, so we're going to let that cook for just a couple of minutes, and then we will flip it over, cook it another couple of minutes, and do our second ham steak. Okay, our second ham steak is ready. I'm just going to kind of move all this off of it so I don't drip it as I go over to the platter. Just put it on there with the other one. And now, turn the fire off. I'm just going to spoon some of our pineapple glaze right over the top of our ham steaks. I think I told you earlier, you know, there are no YouTube police that are going to come get you if you put less raisins in. I should have said conversely, if your family loves raisins, you can increase the number of raisins you put in. Go up to a cup, 2 cups. It doesn't matter. Whatever you think your family would like, you fix it that way. I'm just going to put a little of the glaze on the sides. Just get some of that sauce and kind of spoon right over the sides of the ham so it's wet. And now this extra glaze that you see here in the skillet, we will put in a bowl. Since it's just Melissa and me, we'll use 1 bowl, but when our kids were home, we would put it in 2 or 3 bowls so that they could dip into it. They could put more on their ham if they wanted. But This is what your ham steak looks like. All right. Even though this is what Melissa and I are having for our meal today, I'm going to go ahead and cut a piece. Put on our plate here. Oop, guess I didn't get that cut very well, did I? Get some of this pineapple and raisins on there, because we love that. Okay, now let's do a taste test. This is so good. You ready, babe?
Always.
Hope it's not too hot.
It's really nice.
Is it okay? Mm-hmm. You know, when I was growing up, my mom fixed ham a lot. And this is one of the ways that she fixed it.
I like the pineapple combination with the ham.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people like ham and pineapple on pizza too. So it's a natural, I know you don't, but I do. Our kids do. Mm-hmm. It's a nice, combination of flavors. It is a good
combination. And it's so fast and easy. So if you're looking for something quick to do this holiday season, because of all your activities or shopping, this can be on the dinner table in no time. Also, it's a good alternative to having a full ham on Christmas Day. We hope you'll give it a try. We love this. We hope you do too. Thank you so much for watching our video. There is a place at the very bottom of the screen where you can leave us a comment. We love reading your comments, and we try our best to respond to as many as we can. So we would really appreciate if you'd go down there and just leave us a comment. We'll make sure we read those and try to respond. We do appreciate you watching our videos. We hope you're enjoying this Countdown to Christmas series, and we hope you're finding some good recipes you can try. Thank you so much for being here. We will see you again tomorrow for the next video in our Countdown to Christmas. Until then, we want you to remember that you are always welcome to come sit at my table. Merry Christmas. Have a great day.